Hey y'all already know there's a bunch of things going on with Kenya Moore at the moment after she showed those terrible photos of Brit, Eady. But to make things worse, it seems like she's falling out with everyone. And when I mean everyone, we already know that she fell out with Cynthia because Cynthia didn't agree with Kenya exposing those photos of Brit. And then she kind of subliminally shaded Porsha for hanging out with Brit. And we're going to dive into her next target, Cohen. Now, I want y'all to like this video before I dive in so we can definitely get into it. And make sure you subscribe so I can push out more content. So the whole Kenya and Cohen drama is now being created because Andy went on his radio show and he had a few co-hosts with him, and he was basically speaking on the whole Kenya Moore debacle where she showed those explicit photos of Brit, Eady, and how it all came about with Bravo doing an investigation and deciding to not film with Kenya Moore. Now, he didn't say anything too degrading or anything about Kenya Moore. He really didn't speak on it too much. All he did was explain what happened. Literally, Kenya had her beautiful spa opening, his words. He literally gave her props for having a beautiful business and whatnot. And he mentioned that Kenya decided at that moment to expose those photos of Brit. But he also said Brit mentioned the pow pow comments before the event, okay? And he mentioned that Brit tried to apologize to Kenya, but she just didn't want anything to do with it. Now, that probably inflamed Kenya, okay? Because she did respond. Also, he had a few co-hosts or people that were speaking on the radio show, and they were speaking on what they thought about the event. And honestly, they were telling the truth. They admit, Kenya, you sabotaged your own event. That wasn't cool. That was kind of trashy. That was low, okay? You didn't have to do that, especially at your own spa opening. And it was just uncalled for. And Kenya was not happy about it, guys. She got down in the comments and she clapped back at everyone, okay? Kenya is showing out. Y'all take a look because I posted the audio and I also posted a screenshot right after.
It was like a big moment for her.
Why'd
and
she do that?
She should have been celebrating herself, but instead she used the time to do revenge porn and bring somebody else down. And at the end of the day, it was such a bad look for Kenya.
Yeah, why would
she
she do that?
sabotaged herself and her business.
Yeah. What's she thinking? Jody from Minneapolis, what did you think?
Yay, hi. Also, I just...
And y'all know the Queen of Twirl had to respond herself. Everyone caught a stray, including Phaedra Parks. Okay, but here's the response. I'm going to read it to you guys. The two co-hosts are extremely ignorant. Assault is grape. Remember, that's what Phaedra accused Candy of attempting to do to Porsha. Revenge P, if someone showed Kim K tape to you, is that revenge P? I found that, plus tons others online. She signed a release for it, so it's a fair receipt. Warning, if you are not an attorney and familiar with Georgia law, then shut the F up. Sick of the bias and selective outrage. These comments should not have aired. It's a podcast. Where is legal? You don't want activated Kenya. I shouldn't have shown at my event, but for the love of God, why would they ignore a clear gun threat? Did y'all see that? Kenya is throwing strays at everyone. Like, she's calling everybody out. And I'm pretty sure y'all know how Phaedra rolls, okay? Phaedra isn't going to let that slide. I mean, allegedly, she might be in Brit Eady's ear telling Brit to go ahead and file a suit. So I would be careful if I were Miss Moore. And also, Kenya, you're complaining about not being on the show anymore and your money is decreasing and whatnot, but you might want to be careful with what you say because remember, Andy does play a part in you coming back. So I think Kenya is not coming back to Bravo, to be honest, just based on her and these bold statements. Like, she's talking about legal. And if you guys remember when this incident first happened, she was basically insinuating that she may be filing a lawsuit, okay? Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly. Guys, I don't think Kenya Moore is coming back. Now, is she good TV? 100%. But the way she is carrying herself after this, not really good. She might want to take a note out of Phaedra's book and get that slice of humble pie and just sit down on your bench and wait until they let you come back. But she's not really being that humble, guys. And even Funky Dineva had something to say about it. Funky was on his YouTube channel and he was saying that he felt that Kenya was throwing Brit light shade, and he felt like there was more to the story because there's no reason that these two would have such a big riff without really knowing each other. He was saying that, you know, maybe Kenya heard some stuff before they started filming or vice versa, but he was like, I guarantee you there's more to the story. And if you guys know Funky, you know he's pretty close with these Bravo ladies and he lives in Atlanta. So he was saying that whenever there's an issue on set in Bravo, usually you can complain to producers, production, the company, the network, and you can voice yourself and let it be known, I'm not filming with this person due to my safety if there's an issue like that. So he's saying that Kenya had every right to do that and she didn't do it because she wasn't really scared. And also, I saw an interview of Cynthia Bailey recently, and even Cynthia said that if you're not comfortable filming with someone, you can voice that and they won't make you film due to your safety. So everyone is saying that, Kenya, you didn't have to go this route, but you chose to. And it doesn't seem like she's really taking much accountability. I don't know. I don't know what to think, really. I just feel like it should have never gone to this point. I think Kenya should have definitely filed a report on Brit Eady the moment she felt threatened and Brit used that pow pow comment. But you guys let me know what y'all think in the comments. Subscribe and like this video for sure, guys. And I will be dropping more updates on this situation. Y'all have a great day and stay safe. Bye.